Have you ever felt like a puppet, dancing to the tune of someone else's music? Like your life is predetermined, a script already written for you. That feeling, that nagging sense of being trapped, is something many of us experience. We wake up each day, follow the routines ingrained in our minds, go through the motions at work or school, come home and repeat. It's a cycle, often comfortable but also undeniably limiting. We tell ourselves it's just the way life is, that we have no control over our destiny. But what if this wasn't true? What if there was a fundamental freedom within us, waiting to be unleashed? This isn't about becoming a rebellious anarchist or rejecting all societal norms. It's about recognizing the inherent power we possess to choose, to act, and to shape our own lives. This is the essence of existential freedom, the ability to make authentic choices, even in the face of uncertainty and limitations. But here's the catch. This freedom isn't always readily apparent. It's often buried beneath layers of societal expectations, cultural conditioning, and ingrained fears. We are taught from a young age what we should be doing, who we should become, and how we should live our lives. These messages, though well-intentioned, can stifle our natural inclination to explore, experiment, and forge our own unique paths. Think about it. How many times have you said yes to something out of obligation or fear of disappointing others, even when deep down you knew it wasn't what you truly wanted? How often do we conform to societal pressures, chasing careers or relationships that don't resonate with our core values? This is the problem. We are living in a world where authenticity is increasingly overshadowed by conformity. We are pressured to fit into predefined boxes, to play roles dictated by external forces. This leads to a sense of disconnect, a feeling of emptiness and unfulfillment, even when we achieve outward success. Building on this, consider the impact of these societal pressures on our relationships. How often do we present a version of ourselves that is pleasing to others, rather than being genuinely open and vulnerable? We fear judgment, rejection, or disapproval, so we suppress our true feelings and desires. This creates a barrier between us and those around us, hindering genuine connection and intimacy. It's like living in a world of masks, where everyone is pretending to be something they are not. However, there is hope. This isn't about succumbing to chaos or rejecting all forms of guidance. It's about reclaiming our agency, choosing to live with intention and authenticity. This leads us to the heart of this documentary, exploring existential freedom and its profound impact on our lives. We will delve into the philosophical concepts underpinning this idea, examine its practical implications in everyday life, and ultimately offer a roadmap for cultivating greater self-awareness and living with purpose. It's about reclaiming our agency, choosing to live with intention and authenticity. This leads us to the heart of this documentary, exploring existential freedom and its profound impact on our lives. But before we delve into the philosophy, let's explore the psychological underpinnings of why we feel this pressure to conform, to hide our true selves. Building on this idea of societal pressures shaping our behavior, renowned psychologists like Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung offer fascinating insights into the human psyche. Freud, with his focus on the unconscious mind, proposed that our actions are often driven by repressed desires and anxieties. We develop defense mechanisms, essentially mental strategies, to protect ourselves from these unsettling truths. This leads us to suppress parts of ourselves, the aspects we deem unacceptable or threatening to societal norms. We internalize these expectations, developing a sense of what is acceptable and unacceptable, often dictated by external forces like family, culture, and peer groups. This creates a constant tension within us, the yearning for authenticity clashing with the fear of rejection. We then begin to live in accordance with these societal dictates, masking our true feelings and desires, effectively living a life scripted by others rather than ourselves. Jung, expanding on Freud's ideas, delved into the concept of the shadow self. This refers to the repressed aspects of our personality, the darker, more primal instincts that we often deem unacceptable. Jung believed that integrating these shadow aspects was crucial for psychological wholeness and personal growth. However, societal pressures often push us to deny or suppress these parts of ourselves, further contributing to this sense of disconnect from our authentic selves. This internal conflict creates a feeling of existential angst, a questioning of meaning and purpose in a world where we feel pressured to conform. We may experience a sense of emptiness, dissatisfaction, and a yearning for something more. However, it's crucial to remember that this is not an inherently negative state. This existential angst can be a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. By acknowledging the societal pressures we face and understanding the psychological mechanisms at play, we can begin to reclaim our agency and choose a path of authenticity. This leads us to the next stage of our journey, exploring the philosophical concepts that underpin existential freedom and its practical implications in everyday life. This yearning for something more, this existential angst, it's not just a random quirk of human existence. It's deeply intertwined with the philosophical questions that have plagued us since we first began to contemplate our place in the universe. Think of the Stoics like Seneca. He would argue that true happiness doesn't come from external circumstances, wealth, fame, or even social approval, but from within. He believed we possess a unique capacity for reason and self-control. We are not merely slaves to our desires or emotions. We can choose how we respond to them. This freedom of will, this ability to make conscious choices aligned with virtue, is the essence of authentic living, according to Seneca. He would remind us that while life may throw its inevitable curveballs, our true power lies in our reactions. We can choose to be consumed by anger and despair, or rise above it, maintaining a sense of equanimity and purpose. However, if we look at the world around us, does this Stoic ideal seem attainable? We're bombarded with messages telling us who we should be, what we should desire, how we should live. This constant pressure to conform can feel stifling, leaving us feeling like our authentic selves are buried beneath layers of societal expectations. Enter Nietzsche, a philosopher whose work resonates powerfully with the modern experience. He would argue that these societal pressures represent the herd mentality, a dangerous conformity that stifles individuality and creativity. He believed in embracing our uniqueness, our own internal compass, even if it deviates from the norm. For Nietzsche, the individual is not bound by pre-existing rules or moral codes. We have the freedom to create our own values, to forge our own paths. This concept of self-creation can be both exhilarating and terrifying. It demands courage, a willingness to challenge existing paradigms and forge new ones. It requires us to confront our deepest fears and desires, to honestly assess what truly matters to us. But it also offers the immense potential for personal growth and fulfillment. By rejecting the herd mentality and embracing our individual agency, we can live lives that are authentically our own. This shift in perspective, from passive acceptance to active self-creation, is not easy. It requires a deep understanding of ourselves, a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths, and the courage to forge our own path. But it's precisely this challenge that makes the journey so worthwhile. By embracing existential freedom, by consciously choosing to live authentically, we can unlock our full potential and create lives that are meaningful, fulfilling, and ultimately our own. But how do we actually embark on this journey of self-creation? How do we translate this abstract concept of existential freedom into tangible, actionable steps? The path to authentic living isn't a straight line. It's a winding road filled with introspection, experimentation, and sometimes detours. But fear not, for every step you take, however small, brings you closer to becoming the architect of your own life. Building on this understanding, let's delve into some practical strategies that can guide you towards a more authentic existence. Firstly, cultivate a practice of self-reflection. Take time each day, even just 10 minutes, to sit in quiet contemplation and ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What are my values? What brings me joy and fulfillment? This introspective journey isn't about seeking definitive answers. It's about listening to the whispers of your soul, acknowledging your desires, and understanding what gives your life meaning. However, self-reflection alone is not enough. We must translate these insights into action. Identify areas in your life where you feel a sense of dissonance, perhaps a job that drains your energy, relationships that no longer serve you, or habits that hold you back. This might seem daunting at first, but remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting despite it. This leads us to the crucial aspect of setting boundaries. Learn to say no to commitments that don't align with your values and priorities. Protect your time and energy for pursuits that nourish your soul. This might mean declining invitations, delegating tasks, or even changing careers. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's an act of self-respect and a commitment to living authentically. Furthermore, embrace the power of experimentation. Step outside your comfort zone and try new things. Explore different hobbies. Travel to unfamiliar places. Engage in conversations with people from diverse backgrounds. This exposure to new experiences will broaden your horizons, challenge your assumptions, and ultimately lead you to discover hidden facets of yourself. Remember, life is a journey of exploration. Embrace the unknown with curiosity and an open mind. Cultivating meaningful connections is another cornerstone of authentic living. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, inspire you, and support your growth. Engage in deep conversations. Share your vulnerabilities and build relationships based on trust and mutual respect. This might also involve letting go of toxic relationships that drain your energy or hinder your personal development. It takes courage to make these difficult choices. But remember, prioritizing your well-being is essential for living an authentic life. However, the journey towards authenticity isn't solely about external changes. It requires a deep shift in our internal dialogue. Practice self-compassion and acceptance. Acknowledge your imperfections. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, and treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend. This leads us to the final, yet perhaps most crucial step. Cultivate gratitude. Take time each day to appreciate the simple joys in life: the warmth of the sun on your skin, the laughter of loved ones, the beauty of a sunset. By shifting our focus towards what we have rather than what we lack, we can cultivate a sense of contentment and fulfillment that transcends external circumstances. Remember, this journey is a lifelong endeavor. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, and times when you feel like giving up. But keep in mind the inherent power within each of us, the power to choose our thoughts, our actions, and ultimately, the trajectory of our lives. Embrace existential freedom. Step into your authentic self and begin creating a life that is truly your own. Remember, this journey is a lifelong endeavor. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, and times when you feel like giving up. But keep in mind the inherent power within each of us, the power to choose our thoughts, our actions, and ultimately, the trajectory of our lives. Embrace existential freedom. Step into your authentic self and begin creating a life that is truly your own. Building on this, cultivate a mindset of resilience. Life is a tapestry woven with threads of joy and sorrow, triumph and adversity. It's in navigating these complexities, in rising above the challenges we face, that our true character is forged. Each obstacle overcome becomes a stepping stone, propelling us towards greater understanding and self-mastery. However, resilience is not about suppressing our emotions or pretending everything is always all right. It's about acknowledging the full spectrum of human experience, the pain, the fear, the uncertainty, and choosing to learn from it, to grow from it, to emerge stronger on the other side. Let your vulnerability be a source of strength, not weakness. This leads us to the profound beauty of interconnectedness. We are not solitary islands adrift in a vast sea. We are part of a vibrant, intricate web of relationships that sustain and enrich our lives. From the love of family and friends to the fleeting connections made with strangers on a crowded street, each interaction leaves an indelible mark on our souls. Cultivate meaningful connections. Nurture the bonds that bring you joy and support, and extend a hand to those in need. In doing so, you contribute not only to the well-being of others, but also to the tapestry of life itself. Remember, true greatness lies not in isolation, but in our ability to connect, to empathize, and to build bridges across differences. This interconnectedness extends beyond the human realm. Consider the awe-inspiring natural world that surrounds us: the majestic mountains, the boundless oceans, the intricate ecosystems teeming with life. We are part of this grand design, inextricably woven into the fabric of existence. Treat nature with reverence and respect, for it provides us with the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the very foundation upon which our lives are built. Now, let's delve into the heart of authentic living, the pursuit of purpose. What drives you? What sets your soul on fire? Discover your passions, your talents, your unique gifts, and allow them to guide you on a path that feels meaningful and fulfilling. However, this journey is not always about grand gestures or sweeping changes. It can be found in the everyday moments: a heartfelt conversation, a creative endeavor, an act of kindness where we truly express our authentic selves and contribute to the world around us. Let your actions reflect your values, your words carry sincerity, and your presence radiate authenticity. This is how you leave a lasting legacy, not through material possessions or fleeting fame, but through the ripple effect of your genuine impact on others. Embrace this call to greatness. It's not about achieving perfection, but about striving to be the best version of yourself, a beacon of kindness, compassion, and courage in a world that desperately needs them. The path ahead may not always be clear, but trust your intuition. Listen to your inner voice and never lose sight of your dreams. Remember, you have the power to shape your own destiny. Write your story with passion, purpose, and unwavering belief in yourself. The world awaits your unique contribution.